Hey guys, welcome back to RPG A Day, Day 11. And today's prompt is flavor. And I wanted to talk a little bit about games that, for me, kind of have a certain flavor and style, expressed mainly through their mechanics that provide you a certain way of playing, uh, and kind of set you up for certain types of stories. The first game I have for you, Dungeon Crawl Classics. Really fun, kind of derivative, third edition D&D kind of game with a lot of old school flavor. This game just oozes flavor from just, you're not heroes, you're adventurers. The cover art here just gives off a certain, 70s vibe. Even the back cover. And the mechanics with, rolling to cast spells and how spell burn works for spellcasters just kind of gives you like this really cool, like weird fantasy vibe it's just awesome. On the other side of that spectrum, Star Wars D6. This game, I played this game for about a year over the course of the pandemic, and when you talk about a cinematic game, Star Wars D6 has it. Like, it just, with the way the skills are and the force points, and it just makes you feel like you're in a Star Wars movie, and just really awesome. One of the best licensed RPGs ever made, and it's still around with its expanded, revised PDFs online. So, Star Wars D6, very cinematic flavor of a game, and of course, because it's me. Call of Cthulhu oozes flavor. This is the 6th edition version. This isn't my copy of 7th, but this was the 1st edition of Call of Cthulhu I ever owned and played. And just going through it, just how different of a role-playing game this is. Horror game, investigative horror. You're, lower hit points because you're an actual human. Sanity points, whittling down your mental fortitude. The horror movie captures the fiction of the Cthulhu mythos and H.P. Lovecraft very well. Regardless of what edition you play, it just shines through. Next up, Pendragon. Once again, this game, every time I play this game, I am amazed at how well I feel immersed in an Arthurian legend. From the trait system that you roll on to determine how your character acts in a given situation, to invoking passions, your passions, and then if you fail, you go melancholy and get a penalty. If you fail again, you run off into the woods for 2 years. Just like, this game is so simple, even simpler than regular Call of Cthulhu or PRP, and it just so, at least for me, invites your imagination to feel like you're in Arthurian Britain. Just beautifully designed game, and just beautiful. I can't, just once again, oozes that Arthurian flavor. An honorable mention, Fate. This doesn't necessarily have, there are several different things. There are several different setting books or toolkits for Fate. When you can wrap your head around Fate, This game oozes flavor, and the best part about Fate is the flavor can be tailored to anything. Uh, you can play fantasy, science fiction, horror, any genre you can think of, modern detective. And it's great because it really plays off the idea that your pulpy action heroes, going, where your, pardon the pun, but your fate hangs in the balance. So this game, like I ran this game and I did a Flash Gordon game and I just adapted it so well to that flavor. So it's, one thing about, I guess, generic systems, a good generic system is can have any flavor you want it to be. So yeah, those are just my thoughts on RPGs and flavor, games that have flavor, and at the end there, games that, you can tailor to whatever flavor you want or that your players want. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.